Greetings and salutations, Goddess.
All right. All right. We're already in session.
Hey,
Absolutely.
man.
Say what you want. Introduce yourself. We're not live, but we are recording.
Oh, greetings and salutations, tribe. This is Salima. As always, it's good seeing you, being with you, learning with you, and teaching you. As you can always find me at Yahsinni in the house, Taz Studios, Salima Ellis Facebook, Instagram Salima Ellis, and Universal Mind School of Evolution Facebook. Greetings,
All
Goddess.
right. All right. Greetings. Greetings. Um, you can see I'm happy. Happy it's a Friday.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I've been studying my ass off, as I'm sure you have been too.
Yes,
It's
ma'am.
like, oh my God, the information is coming in exponentially, right?
Yes, it is. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm glad I'm not the only one like just discovering like this. Oh, it's like that fucking seaweed that's come up on shore in Florida, right? Like
Yeah.
millions of tons of seaweed from nowhere just washed ashore. Yeah.
That's how I feel about this information. Like it just came out of just
No.
flooded.
You just look at me. What you doing? You got $12. My sister's just checking. My sister just checked in on me. You got $12 on the card. Yeah. You want me to send it to you? Yeah, about $12. You want me to push it to your cash app? Yeah, that'll work. All right, cool. Salima, say hi to my sister Arnolu's
Hey,
gracefully
sister.
letting me bunk with her. How you doing? Do you see her hand? It's over here. Yeah, that look a mess.
Yeah. Greetings and salutations,
We're not
goddess.
live. We're not live. Oh. Hey.
Hey.
Yes. She heard about a lot about you. She's heard a lot about you, so y'all good. Before you go to bed, can you take the grub one of the grub results early? Gotcha. I heard you just put that before I go to bed. All right, I got it. Yeah, I'll take it out early. Hey, but listen, this is why
Yeah.
I'm excited because everything that I stumble upon leads me to stumble upon something else. And so I'm like, where will it fucking end? And then
It
I
don't.
realized, yeah, I realized that it don't, it won't, it can't. And I've been knowing my mission will never end. I've been knowing, but now I know.
The more you study,
Yeah. So you know what I've been studying?
what you been into, goddess?
After you know what the cross has led me to?
What they lead you to?
The fucking cult.
I can imagine. It seemed like I was headed that way, but I wanted to make sure I hit up the nations with all religious symbols in their flags.
Right. And you're still
So
gonna
that's
lead to the cult.
right. And so I put that in the PowerPoint. And just Joy helped me put that in.
Mm.
So it's like, wow. So now we get to the occult and it gets uglier.
You know who I found to be the greatest teacher of the occult?
Who?
Um, Jordan Maxwell.
I know that name.
You gonna Yeah, he does the religious versus astrotheology thingy, and he opened up a
Hmm.
whole bunch of shit about the maritime admiralty law for the conscious community. A lot of people in the conscious community know who Jordan Maxwell is. He's white. He's been studying and telling you about the occult for 40 years. He dedicated his life to, and he's, as far as I know, the master of. If you're gonna get down to the occults, that's Jordan Maxwell.
Okay.
And so, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's teachers. I know there's teachers and leaders that's been sent here to bring this information down, and how they know all of this shit. They studied it. That's why I rely upon people who have studied. And so,
Right.
if you wanna compare the Bible to the heavens, you would go through Jordan Maxwell because he's the specialist in astro theology of the Bible days, maritime law of today. He's just an occult. What can I call him? The
He would be
occult.
the guru of the occult.
He will, but how he exposed them all. It's got to be some extraordinary name I'm gonna think of for Jordan. But anyway,
Okay.
that's where you get your facts and information from. Um, he delivers them upon his speeches where he get his information from, because he's a true teacher. He is. He's a master teacher on astrotheology and the occult. So, but the fuck the occult. I'm talking about cults, small cults. David Koresh cults, Jim Jones cults, like people who look, all our religious cults who brought in Baptists, Pentecostal, Mormon, and all of them. I'm talking about the leaders, the ones who are able to gather sheeple to follow them at any cost, easily, and that's what they do because
Yeah.
the sheeple are so fucking numerical. There's just like a shitload of sheep,
They
and
sold on somebody giving them that miracle.
any sociopath can manipulate them to follow them. Any psychopath can grab them along and make them kill for them.
Yep.
They're the ones uh, that's being programmed by the the presidents, the governments, the whatever mainstream is saying. They're the ones that gives supremacy its rights and passage, and making sure that it's always going to be that, because we're always going to be sheeple. And so I'm watching this Netflix movie called Devil in Ohio, and
Mm.
it's cult as hell. And while I'm watching it, I'm getting a million fucking questions from it. And as a research artist, I'm gonna have to go find those answers. It's like shit. And so I started digging in. Okay, okay. So let's do crosses. Let's start there. Let's just say crosses. That shit is gonna lead me to these motherfucking beings who's able to just grab a hold to some sheeple easily, have them do this, have them do that, and that can go on and on at every time. Now, Did I send you some videos about like a small town in Illinois, Cairo?
Yes.
Okay, I'm so glad I sent you that, because listen, that was a build up to something else. Like they saying like this once booming, jamming ass town named at the Cairo, Egypt, the real, that's where little Egypt resides. They're saying This motherfucker is damn near defunct. It's like, why?
What?
Illinois, really? Yes. And then I thought I sent you another video of this guy just traveling around like small towns, population 460, diversity makeup 98.8 white, 0.08 something else.
There's a lot of small towns like that up here.
Listen, this is land. This is people throughout the lands, throughout the states. And guess what? They're not all that populated. We talk about Illinois, one of the longest motherfucking states to drive through from north to south. And once you get in the middle of Illinois, all that land that's running along the Ohio River and the Mississippi River is vacant.
Yep.
For real, for real. Why?
That's a lot of vacant land up here.
Wait, so we're not as populated as we think we are.
No, we are not. So where they get that world population from?
Wait, so they really do have us cluttered and clustered up in these cities, making us think the world
is overpopulated.
Yes.
But anytime they say scream overpopulation, they mean it's time to fill the menu. They hungry.
Well, it's the fact that it's not nowhere near overpopulated.
It sure the fuck ain't. Except for where they at.
This dude did a whole 45-minute drive through of all the places. The name of it is reference to like Ghost Town. Like, why is Cairo, Little Egypt, in the Americas sitting on the Mississippi and the Ohio River, and a third river kicks in at that point too. But how you got all of these ghost towns and all of these like small little towns with 400 people? They're all white. These are cults. I bet you they're cults, because I bet you if you drive to that town and squat anywhere, well, say you didn't squat, say you found a fucking crib to rent, and this town is 98% white, there's only 400 people, you know they all know each other, then you show the fuck up, what you guess gonna happen?
I wouldn't be that dumb enough to move around that many hunkies.
Okay. Well, there's all this land. They're already structured in a little town setting.
But I'm saying it's so much land in America. No nigga would have to move near a white community unless that's just what they wanted to do.
Okay. So why do you think we're all cluttered in these open air penal colony cities then?
So that they can have access to their food.
If we don't have to be this close to each other in a city setting, then I'd rather not be.
Because it's not about that. It's not about our comfort, luxury, or convenience. It's about them having access to their food. Think of yourself when we say sheeple and chattel, I really mean that shit literally. We are corralled. We are in a corral called open air penal colonies, so that they can keep eye, sight, hands, smell, and taste of their fucking food. When I say this thing is a beast, I mean that shit. You have been corralled in the open air penal colony so this thing can stay and monitor and surveillance its food. Because at some point, are people going to get it? You the fucking menu. All this other shit they mining is for the other realms and for other colonies where they're trying to fulfill those contracts. But whatever the specific beast is here, it eats us, mind, body, and soul. You have been corralled into an open air penal colony, just like cattle have been corralled into a enclosure, but open space, because they still breathing air, but they're in an enclosure. So that those that feed off of them, live off of them, make money off of them, can have easy access to them. The beast wants easy access to its food, to its menu. And that's why we were corralled into these open air penal colonies.
And that is so fucking true. It is. I'm glad you said it and put it down like that. Because that's how it needs to be dealt with so you understand what's going on. We are prey, and we always have been, and we always will be.
And that's gonna
Yep.
be coming up in your live when we do the drunk with blood.
Yeah, we're prey. That's what it is.
Straight facts.
That's exactly what it is. I'm trying to see me in the house out of there. Yeah, we're prey. That's who we are. And it's cruel the way we have to look at it in its totality. But this, there's no other way to say it.
Yep.
They eat us. They eat us. They use us for parts. They use us for electronics. We have gold in us. We have we have
Carbon.
nature.
Because like I said before, we assume that when they say carbon is on the market or on the paper bull market, we just assume that it's the carbon that they dig up, coal, the nanocarbon, all of that other stuff. But really, it's our carbon, just like our melanin. You are literally on the paper bull market.
Yes, absolutely. Wow. This all these stunning realizations, goddess. Whenever I speak to you, it's like, oh shit. I
I
mean, you
gotta
put
give
it
it.
out
I
there.
gotta give it to them. I gotta give it
It,
to you raw.
it is what it is, but it's yeah, and that's what it is, raw, always. But it's like, god damn, and
I,
to have a life lesson to block this. I mean, to do this, to deliver this hard ass truth that don't nobody fucking want to hear. Um, it's like, wow, you
yeah,
gotta be
because I'm
dedicated.
often in circles where people be fascinated by what I got to say, but the truth is not what they is. It ain't what they thought.
Right, but
So I
once you
don't.
hear it and it resonates, then what? Then what?
But the next step is up to them, because that's the thing. The truth can leave you stagnant, because the truth can be overwhelming.
Yeah.
The lie is overwhelming for sure, because you can't grow under lies and deceit. And the truth can leave you stagnant, even though it releases you from the lies.
Mm.
The point is, are we determined enough to take the truth and move forward? Or are we going to stay on that fence between living in the truth and living with the lie?
So we've assigned ourselves to knowing that new truths are always going to be showing up. Yeah.
And
So letting us know that, like, all that we've ever known is a lie, and little by little, it'll be reversing itself in the form of the truth, which means, like, shit. For the next 50 years, you'll be reversing your first 50 years of what you thought you knew, and then it'll still more of it later will still show up to further.
Facts.
Yes.
Facts. So we got to start practicing longevity. Our people don't see us as
Telling
having longevity.
you're telling a mind that has been targeted to start practicing longevity and learning
Yes.
truth.
Yeah. Because I see myself here for the next 200 years. I got work
Okay.
to do. And I don't like the soul recycle system because now that I know what the soul recycle system is, I really got my motherfucking gloves on, nigga. Let's do. I ain't trying to do this shit again.
That's right. That's right.
That's the best
So,
I could tell you. And anybody
right.
that ain't ready for the ride, like I say, I leave this information and knowledge for them. When they ready, you can
Yeah.
arm yourself and do the battle.
Well, a lot of it can be done by just reading. Like people who don't read, it don't stimulate their brain enough to grow the neurons needed to just you know do what they designed to do, DNA style, RNA style. You develop intelligence and then you just let it go because otherwise, in that you won't know anything unless somebody told you your number one question will be, "What's that?" or "What's that mean?"
Right.
Never heard that.
Well,
It's
that's the problem with our people is that even those of us who can functionally read, we just know
mhm.
how to read. We don't inner read. We do not
No,
inner read.
we
We
don't
have
understand.
topical reading.
Yep. Damn. And that's what's going to be happening 9 times out of 10 that me and Salima get together. Although we not lie, we are, however, recording. We are using Wi-Fi to connect, and this is what they'll do once they see what we're about to get into. Yep. Yeah. They might as well get used to it. Go on and speak, sis.
Okay, yeah. Like I was saying, we have topical reading skills. We haven't been taught to read deeply. We've just been taught. Well, my generation was taught to read, but these last few generations have been taught to. It's not even reading. It's called word recognition. They've been taught to topically recognize words. That's not reading.
Right.
That's just word recognition. And then when we were younger, we had spelling words. We had to pull out the dictionary because we had to write the words five
Yes.
times or 10 times
Yes.
each. Then we had to use the words in a sentence. If I didn't make my own kids do that shit at home, it wasn't getting done at school. They
Oh
been
no,
stopped that
I didn't
shit.
do it in school. I knew it. I knew how to do it, but I just did it because I didn't want to be involved in any of this shit.
Right. So we have topical readers. We do not have true readers in our community anymore.
Right.
Because a
And
lot of times I'll ask people like, what do that word mean? They cannot tell me. They have no clue. It just sounds good in the
no,
sentence.
they can't even they can't even say what context is being used in and figure out what it means, which is what they're
Right.
supposed
They
to be able
can't
to
even
do.
do that anymore.
Yeah, they're supposed to be able to do that. You're supposed to look at how the word is being used, and then there goes a old saying, African or whatever, about what's understood don't need to be explained. So when we use a word that nobody's ever heard, and the other person gets it in its content, then it's defined right there. It's either co-noted or denoted, but it's defined.
Right. Within the sentence. And
that's a gift.
Right.
Just like discernment, or an intelligence, or being able to like we're supposed to be picking up on shit real quick.
Right.
Like there's hints involved, and we're supposed to be on it.
Well, the thing is that we're a nation that has been educated by our enemy, and the educational system was so awful. I mean, these people really treated us horrendously, and they still treat our children horrendously. So by the time they're done with us, we don't want shit else to do with books or education. We would just want to enjoy our free time, because that time for us was torture. The disrespect that the teachers pile on the students. I don't want to hear shit about these teachers complaining about these kids no more. These teachers are so fucking disrespectful to students. And I know. And I know because I was a Muslim child coming through the public system. And those fucking Christian teachers made it a point to torture any child that was not a Christian in their class. And they always wanted, they tortured Jehovah's Witnesses, Muslims, anybody that wasn't a Christian. Because this realm is predominantly Catholic.
And
so imagine as a child, you're sitting in class, and even though you're clean and well fed and stuff, you're being told there's something wrong with you because you don't look like this child. Your parents don't do what they do. You see what I'm saying? Then we also had corporal punishment, which means we had adults who had the right to put their hands on other people's kids, not even because the kids was probably bad, but just because they had the ability to do so.
Yes.
Then we also had those same teachers, and I'm talking about Black teachers. I'm talking about women of color, men and women of color, who knew that these children were being tortured and bullied in their schools. And often the victim, once we show out and show our ass, because that's usually how I got suspended. Bitch, you ain't gonna keep fucking with me about being no Muslim or nothing fucking else. We gonna all go home together up in this motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So we have to realize, when I said caste in my last bill about how they separate us as Christians, and they use religion to even separate the people. Because I have never met a more vile person under any religious context other than a Christian and someone who was called an Israelite. Those are the two most vile type of people I've ever met in my life.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I tell you what, growing up as a Muslim, the biggest bullies on my block were the young Christian boys from 2-parent household Christian families. Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Are you talking about Muslim like Farrakhan?
No, at the time when I was a child, Elijah.
Okay, so the MOI or the FOI.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. The nation of Islam. So my thing is that I was able to witness this division in our country firsthand amongst our people.
Right.
So we've got Muslims torturing, we've got Christians torturing everybody. Christians torture everybody. Their children are allowed to run amok and torture, talk about, and demean all type of people.
Listen, this how bogus their fucking religion is, period. From the Catholic Church all the way down. They would kill you. They would start a war. They were like, the colonizers are all Christians. The KKK are Christians.
Right. And this is why I said I have a fear of Black people, because Black people follow their master. So the master did it to them, and then they turn around and then they do it to their own people. who
Mm-hmm.
assumedly look supposed to be like us. Religious folks have no solidarity with their people.
Mm.
It's hard to be in solidarity with people who hold on to outside sources for safety.
Damn.
See, I can't look to Jesus for my soul. I can't look to Allah for my soul. I know I am the God of my soul. I am in control of my mind, body, and soul contract. No one else.
Mm. And so there we go again. But I'll take this time to let you know to go to Simply Stone and Yahsinni University. Look at the new jewelry that I've been putting out for men, and it'll say pullover. Although they're not only for men, just as my other jewelry aren't only for women, but because they have earrings with them, they might think it is. Okay, here comes the sister back. Yep, I used that time to make a commercial, but you back. I much rather hear what you was on.
Thank you,
Yes,
God. They gonna keep cutting us. They are.
they
Whenever
are.
you get me like
And you
this,
know
they
that's
cut
them.
us.
See, and you know that's them, don't you? Because they don't do
Yeah,
it all the time.
they never do. We was talking all good all day earlier. The other day we talked good, no
Yes,
interruptions.
yes. But so when I hit that record on StreamYard, she get. I bet you we monitor. We monitor
Okay,
like a
yeah.
motherfucker.
So yeah, I was saying that. Yeah, it's hard for me to be with religious people because I can't look for an outside source for saving. I'm
Because
my
you know,
savior.
because you know that it don't work that way. So it's like once
Right.
you know something, you can't just pretend that. Okay, so check it out. You think after everything that you know right now that you can like just turn it and be marry a fucking preacher man and be a Christian? You think that could happen?
I mean, I could.
Even, wait, even if he had money, even if he was like Creflo or some shit who's gonna buy your ass a jet,
No,
good.
no. I have never been seduced by money.
Exactly.
So that would never
Or
affect me.
material things.
I
Or
mean,
material things.
if I wanted to live the lifestyle with me knowing the Bible the way I do, if I wanted to find a husband of Christian wealth and I went and presented myself dressed a certain way, broke down that Bible just right, the way they want to hear, not the way I know it is. The
Right.
way they want to hear and the way I preach, oh hell yeah, I have a husband in 3 weeks. Get the fuck
Exactly.
out of here.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that's not
And
me.
so, hey, no, that just tells you that there are people that are willing to do it though. Because
Yeah.
they do.
Oh yeah.
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 And that goes to my father saying, I used to wonder what used to make my father so sad. But he used to have a saying called "Whose belly will follow,"
Mm.
and the saying meant that you will know the slave, you will know the difference between the slave and the free man, because the slave is going to follow the master because he's unskilled and he's waiting for his master to feed him. Whereas the free man has skills and has a mind of his own, and he's walking in the opposite direction because he wants nothing to do not only with the master, but I also don't want nothing to do with your slave.
Mm-hmm. Mm, mm, mm. And so, what do we? Okay, we're good. 36 minutes in because it's obvious they're not going to let us make this. This is not even a live. This is just fucking recording. Sis,
They
this
really
ain't
don't
even a
like what the
fucking
fuck I'm
live.
saying.
This ain't even a live. This is just a goddamn recording.
I know, but they really don't like what the fuck I'm saying. You know how they do us, Goddess. They really don't like it when I'm talking like this.
I know for a fact this is them. I mean, all you got to do is weigh it against the times you've been on here, and everything was grandiose, no flaws, no nothing, and then you get with certain people, it's always fucked up. It's always gonna be in and out, in and out.
Am I that heifer in the back seat always spilling her drinks in your car? Y'all see? Like, I want this heifer in my car. She always spilling her drink now. But yeah, I'm the person when you go live with, you gonna get cut. Because they don't like it. They don't like that kind of, they don't like
They
to
don't
hear
even
it.
do it like this on a live. I mean, this is like they're sneaking in, doing fuck shit. Because even on a live, we go like an hour and a half. We're 37 minutes in. Been cut
Yeah,
off
but I
4
don't think we've
times.
been this. Yeah,
Wait,
but we've been
37
talking
minutes
deep.
in, cut out 4 times.
Yeah.
Like,
So I don't know
good Lord.
how much. I figure if we could go a little bit longer if you want to, but if they cut us again, we just gonna stop,
Yeah,
and you
that's
can
what I'm
edit
saying. Like
it.
we already know. Now we know that we're targeted for this
Yeah,
fucking
and
course.
you could just yeah.
And yeah, we could try. We could see what's what. But
Okay,
like
because
all we doing is
they're
talking
going to.
about general shit. General shit.
Yeah, but the
We ain't
point is
even doing
that
nothing. We ain't even doing nothing hard on their ass.
yeah, but we coming with the pain. You know they don't like that. We even though it's not alive, this you got to realize even when we speak in that kind of truth as goddesses, it fucks with them.
But they know that they've got at least 85% of our people on brain indoctrination lockdown.
It don't matter. We wake up every time we come on. We wake up 10. They
Is
wake
that
up 10, and then they wake up 10, and that's the point. We don't have the same effect they have. We got the mother wit. Mother love take its time.
mm,
You
mm,
know how
mm.
you be mad at your mama, you can't wait to get away from her ass. But when you need her, you be looking around the corner, looking up and down the block. God damn, where my mama at? We coming. We coming.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's how they doing us.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a whole conversation on that topic at some other time. I promise you.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I've been wanting you to know that that was gonna happen. So
Okay.
the right time to let you know that it's gonna happen. But
I
yeah,
did read.
yeah.
Go ahead, goddess. I'm sorry.
No, we know what we're here for. We're doing what we're supposed to do. That's why when you came in, the recording was already on because truths are always going to be said here. Things that nobody else knows is always going to be revealed here. And obviously, they've already seen some stuff that they don't want revealed because we've been shut down 4 times in a half hour.
Yes.
It's not even like we've been on here like we're on live in 2 hours. Like, dude,
But it's
stop
certain
that.
ways, certain questions that you won't answer. When I start answering them,
Yeah.
and then when you
Right.
start building on top of that, they really be like, I cut Yahsinni. That like that night we was trying to get every time you start talking, I was like, oh, they
Yeah.
after Yahsinni tonight. She
Yeah, and I be trying to put it all on you. Like, hey, here's your
right.
teacher. Here's your teacher.
They go, let them keep clipping that channel all they want to. We gonna hit them another way. Cause we gonna keep hitting them with this fire. We ain't got no choice. We got work to do.
Yeah, absolutely. But and the more and more that I've been watching other people's, I've been noticing that like I don't really even need to watch other people's for what I got on my plate. But I do anyway, and it's like there's so much truth out there. It's gonna be. I'm gonna be watching to see how they overpower all of this shit. I mean, there's so much good stuff out there if you're available to see it and catch it.
Man, there's so many master teachers and master students out here banging this knowledge, banging it.
And even if they're not the shit, if they got something in there that is the shit, this is what I look for. A resonant frequency, like something to go, eureka. And then that may be all I get out of your whole fucking hour and a half and shit. So I'll do it for that. If you're already familiar and already giving me gems and shit, but basically it's like, man, the truther movement,
yeah,
is the truth that's coming in is on. No matter how you get it, whether you have to read for it, if you have to take your ass to your Akashic records for it, you're gonna have to do some fucking lucid dreaming or whatever the fuck. So many packets of information out there, and they're blocking out the sun. When the sun gets here and gets to do its thing full time, and it gives life to every motherfucking thing on the planet, all the grass, anything that's growth, the sun was involved. And so when they're done blocking it and doing what they're doing and shit, and when it does come out and give us our nutrients and information packets that we need.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, we got the answer for them blocking out the sun, but the people ain't ready. They not ready to do it. They not ready to do it yet.
That's true, Salima. That's very true.
Because that be the thing. When I give the solution to the answer, it goes against the people's luxury, convenience, and comfort. So when I say that this message is not for everybody, it ain't. It is for people that really want to be free of the beast. Because my answers that can free us are not about luxury, convenience, or comfort. That comes after the work. And when our people get ready to do the work, because I ain't fucking with nobody marching. Fuck a march. I ain't got time for marches. If I want to exercise, I'll go fucking exercise. I don't need to march.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? I'm not dealing with nobody dealing with the legislator and filling out a ton of paperwork. I'm not asking this beast permission to do shit. When it's time to do it, the people will know it's time to do it. Ain't no paperwork to be filled out. Ain't no detachment. Right. This shit ain't real. And that's what my education is based on. Helping you understand that half the shit that you've been learning and about to learn ain't real. So that you can ascend. Because it ain't no ascending in this bullshit.
Listen, here's why it's not real. It's because it's the next matrix or hologram in line that they're putting together as they terraform your reality, and they can psychologically because the universe is mental, and we don't understand that what they're doing is mental, right?
Right.
And so, those of us who understand mentality as a universal law, we know that we have the power within us to express what our reality is. So yeah, we choose our own reality. We don't just go along with some fucking matrix or their program. So there are those of us who are like that, And we choose our own goddamn reality. And it doesn't include this. And that's why we're not worried about this or that, because we already understand they can only get to you if you let them. And most times it's through fear.
And compulsion.
Yes.
Because see, they've got the world set up where everybody's already moving the way they want them to. So when your world is already set up, you don't question it, especially if you have your basics being met, which is shelter. For our people, we've been taught that our basics is shelter, food, work, and education. That's your basics. We meet that. So we don't question it. We don't question that there's more to life than that, than what they say is, than what they offer.
Mm-hmm.
We don't with our 3D understanding of their education, a lot of people don't have the ability to think beyond, love beyond, or physically be beyond that 3D plateau.
That's right.
Per se.
Yes.
Right. So they don't have that ability to go up per se, or to expand out. They stay this. They stay like this in the 3D realm. They don't have the ability to expand mentally, physically, soulfully. You see what I'm saying? Those skills have been tempered. I don't know if you ever saw Captain Marvel, the chick.
I haven't.
Okay, anyway, Captain Marvel, baddest chick in the universe next to Superman, supposedly. Okay. Anyway, she was kidnapped from Earth in the movie and taken to another realm. Her powers were so magnificent that they put what would you call it, a power coupling or whatever that is in her. They gave her like the Tesla thing.
Okay.
To control it. So whenever they felt like they couldn't control her, that they would zap her with that thing. But they were telling her it was to help her control her powers. They didn't tell her it was because they put it in her because they was afraid of what the fuck she could do.
Right.
So that's the kind of world we're living in. We're living in a world where people don't even have the slightest idea of what they can do. Because the world that they've come into has been constructed in such a way that they are already comfortable with it. There is no thought to even question it.
True.
Unless you suffer within this paradigm, you don't question a paradigm. No one questions a paradigm they have luxury, comfort, and convenience with. If all their needs are being met, why would they question the paradigm? I'm sorry, goddess.
That's why Stockholm Syndrome is allowed to exist. Stockholm Syndrome, you can love your master who beat you.
Yep. Because guess what? Your master loves you too.
Like him. You can want to be like him, look like him, even though he's recessive. You can follow their foods and their whole fucking culture as if it were yours, and you love him. And if somebody came and tried to rescue you from him, you would fight them. And yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, the people with cognitive dissonance often have Stockholm Syndrome with it and don't know it. And that's why you don't love yourself.
Right. You love the person that's been fucking you over.
If you loved yourself, you wouldn't be a Negro peon or want to be like Massa race or do what Massa do.
Well, we see it all the time. We see it all the time in our communities. We see it with our loved ones. We be like, we'll see somebody in our family fantastic. And we'll see other people loving on them, but they ignore those people. They loving on the people treating them like shit that they got to chase down. They ain't loving on the people that's chasing them down. You see what I'm
Correct.
saying?
Correct.
So we don't even recognize our own greatness because we're so busy. We've been taught to always recognize greatness outside of ourselves.
Yes. And when you don't know yourself, you actually don't have a choice. So
Facts.
right. So we're not knowing ourselves. We don't understand who we are. We don't understand who we are anatomically, biologically, or any other scientific
Soulfully.
chemically. We've no clue who we are or where we come from. We think we African this. We think we black. Everybody else gets to name us, but us, because we don't know. But all of that's changing, and that's one thing that I'm glad that I was called here at this time to be here for, is because we're gonna get some answers now. We're gonna fix this. We are.
It's a
And it's
wonderful
gonna be hard.
time.
It's gonna be hard, but we're gonna fix
It won't
this.
be hard. It won't be easy, but it won't
Right.
be hard. The
You're right.
one thing I've learned about this journey is that it will be what you make it. When I first started, it seemed hard to me at first,
Mm-hmm.
but that's because I was still focusing. I was internally learning, but I was still focused on the outside realm. Like, damn, these people ain't learning, they ain't reading. So I felt a little overwhelmed because all the people that I considered part of my circle wasn't into nothing of what we talking about. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the part that sometimes make it hard. That everybody that you grew up with, love, family members, friends, whatever it is, that shit about to be.
Mm.
Because everybody I ever grew up with, my family and friends, ain't none of them into this shit. None of them.
Right.
Not a one. Not none of my kids. Not my siblings. None of them. They don't watch my show. It goes right over their head. They be looking at me like,
About it. Think about it. If you've been programmed or indoctrinated, that shit runs deep all the way to your subconscious, right? If
deep.
you if you have no idea how to control your subconscious, then it's just a lost cause. You never get it. You're never gonna get it. But your subconscious is listening to everything. Your cells are motherfucking alive and intelligent, like more than you, like a
Right.
supercomputer and shit. A supercomputer. And if you don't know how to talk to your cells or program them yourself, other people do.
Yes, they do.
Other people do. Psychologists know how to get into your subconscious without you even fucking knowing or agreeing to.
Yep.
Right.
That's how they train you. That's the school system. That's
It's not even that. It's like souls or spirits, all kinds of shit. Demons all know how to penetrate your aura, get into your body, because you got no clue on how to um, manifest anything, reality, or make this life your life form and control it. Anybody else who sees where you're lacking at can just come right in and take over you. I'm talking about in relationships and everything. Like
that's right.
you can totally be controlled by somebody else.
Financially, physically, mentally, soulfully, somebody can come in and just puppeteer your ass.
Yes,
Be
perfect
like
word.
Pinocchio, I am a real boy. Sorry, my kids had me watching Shrek.
Hey, hey.
I've been watching Shrek all weekend. Man.
Right.
So yeah,
And even today, we have to be like careful about like everything now. So I was watching I was watching Flarebird like a few months ago, and she did a video saying she identified as a panda.
Girl, don't you make you squeeze your fluffy ass. Tell her she acquires a panda.
wait,
Crazy ass.
wait, because a tranny can just go in whatever bathroom he want, and if you say get the hell fuck out of here, no, I identify with women, and so I can be in a women's bathroom. It's like for real. That's what we're coming into with the
Right.
transgender and human.
Oh my goodness. Now I can say that my mother did watch my video on Facebook,
Which video?
the transgender video.
Okay,
Cause I went ham. She
right.
was like, Kenyatta. She was like, that's a good point. And nobody ever talks about it from that aspect. I said, yeah.
Are you serious?
Because I was talking about the psychological aspects of these things going after heterosexual men.
Right, right.
You telling heterosexual men they got to accept that?
And why would they think? See, what they don't think anybody would put it all together about who's loving who.
Right.
And you can't even just like broke that shit down. Like, no, by you doing that means that that's like
You are.
I thought the same thing. Like, damn, she got a good point.
I'm gonna explain shit to you that the way these motherfuckers they go. See, and that's why I don't like these scientists and these motherfuckers that's so well learned that you ain't gonna break this shit down to people where it make motherfucking sense. See, I'm not gonna be. I love words, you know I do, Yahsinni. You know I got a hell of a vocabulary. But
Yes.
I'm gonna tell your ass in plain layman's terms, this shit ain't fucking real and it ain't right.
Damn.
Y'all playing psychological games with the wrong motherfucker. Let me tell you something. If you have you ain't a woman, first of all. But if you have ever been a woman that's been abused, you playing yourself as a transgender. You're putting yourself out there to be abused. Why? Because you're a liar out the gate. You're a liar out the gate.
Damn.
You cannot be a transgender and say that you are an honest person. Fuck you. You cannot. Because you want to go in and change your birth certificate, don't you? Is that honest?
Nope.
Can you tell that heterosexual woman that think you a man, you can't make her pregnant? Nope, because she ain't gonna want your ass. You another woman. She is not gay.
Right.
Can you tell that heterosexual man you can't have a baby by him unless they get one of us and rip our uterus out and gift it to you so you can fake it? And you can only use our uterus one time?
Damn.
You cannot be a transgender and be an honest person if you got to go change your birth certificate, if you cannot tell your spouse, who was more than likely heterosexual and not homosexual, or should I say human sexual, because you can't give them no baby. You can't even tell them about your past. Your family can't come around because your family gonna keep talking to you, talking about you like you were what? A boy or a girl. Because if you know why your family can't come around? Because who wants to be complacent in helping you lie to a motherfucker? If I'm a mother and I have a transgender son who wants to marry a heterosexual man, I can't in good conscience lie to that man and say, oh, my daughter loves you. Nope, not me. I cannot in good conscience do that. That's not a girl. So while y'all got these politicians making their pen mightier than the sword, fucking up people for not following the fact that y'all playing yourselves as transgenders because y'all ain't nothing but the jump off for transhumanisms. And if you don't believe me, go watch anime because I love anime. Ghost in the Shell. Go watch Ghost in the Shell for anybody that say they don't understand with transhumanism. Now that's anime.
Damn.
And for anybody that like real movies, go watch The Titan.
For real?
That's another. Now that ain't an anime. That's a movie that was made here in America because America had fallen. This realm had fallen, and the military part of the penal colonies was looking for people that wanted to transform to go to other planets because you couldn't live on the planets, these other planets that they had found in human form like they was. They was fucking them people up. They was fucking them up, goddess.
Damn.
They was changing their eyes, giving them lizard eyes, cat fur, fins.
Wow.
Oh man, that shit was wild. So if you don't know what transhumanism is, if you like anime, go check out Ghost in the Shell. If you like movies, go watch The Titan.
Damn. That's what's up.
That's what's up. And you will see transhumanism at its most fucked up finest. That's the best way I can tell it to you.
Fucked up finest.
Fucked up finest.
Wow. Wow. Goddess, you packed with information.
Hey, all the time.
I love it. I love it.
So, yeah. I'm glad you called me because I knew we was kicking it earlier, but I didn't know what you wanted to do. I didn't think we was going to go live until you was ready to do your PowerPoint.
No, we can get together tomorrow on that other tip. But I felt like after I'm looking at these crosses and shit, and then I'm watching this fucking this series called The Devil in Ohio, where they give a whole new meaning to what crosses are. And I'm like, shit. And then it's an occult movie too. Not occult, cult. There's a difference between the occult and cult. Now, if you want to know about the occult, you go to Jordan Maxwell, like we started out in this video. If you want to know what like just cults, that's Jim Jones, Guyana Tragedy, and Waco, and all of that kind of shit.
They drink the Kool-Aid and set the houses on fire.
Yeah, and then Janet Reno comes out and like blast your ass.
Well, I remember, I think I was kind of young when Waco happened. I think my parents told me that the FBI set those people on fire.
Yeah. But the deal is, David Koresh, an average fucking peckerwood who finds some like stupidity ass mofos who don't have shit else to do with their life, but come along and let him be their leader. Listen, and then you can grow that motherfucker. Like you can have like 200, 300, 400 people with these cults. You can just get 500 motherfucking retards and have them as your fucking pawns.
Take me to your leader.
Oh my God. And in America, like Christianity has like 85% of our people in that capacity. Like for real, like sheeple down. Like listen, find a motherfucker, any motherfucker, follow him, and then he walks off the hellfuck cliff, and you do it too.
Yep.
Yeah, you fall right behind you. Nobody says, "Hey,
well,
hey,
like we were saying before.
Nobody says, "Why are we doing this?"
What you say, God? You said that one person said, "Why are we doing this?"
Except the black sheep. The black sheep does. The black sheep's like, "What? Why y'all just like walking off the cliff?" The black sheep ask questions, and that's why they're the black sheep of the family. It's only because they've been asking questions all along. They wouldn't even be a black sheep if they wasn't asking questions. They would be a sheeple. I'm the black sheep. I'm the one to say, hey, wait, why are we doing this?
Right.
And then like, damn, you're a non-believer.
Who's a black sheep? She's a black sheep. Hey.
Not only that, listen, I'm a non-believer.
I'm a non-believer.
Yeah,
I do not do beliefs.
I don't believe shit you're saying. Shit you told me. I don't believe shit. I'm a non-believer. Christ who?
Facts.
Yeah, and it haunts me all the time. But I've already recognized that, hey, the world that I'm in, 85% of you motherfuckers are sheeple. Not one Christian asked why Jesus said when he coming back, he coming with a sword. They think that he's coming back for us, but no, he's rooted on his people. I'm not his people. He's not coming back for me.
We don't have a contract with Jesus.
Exactly. It's
That's
you.
Right.
Listen, the sword that he's coming back with is for his people. It is not for me. I'm laying this on the Christian line right now. It's not for me. Jesus don't want to see me. He doesn't want me.
He want his people.
Anything. Any of his shit.
And he said that it don't have nothing to do. He don't have nothing to do with us. He want the people that contracted with him.
Yes.
And those will be the people that be like, in the name of Jesus, and I do everything in the name of I do this and all my love and all my Jesus is my husband. So that's who he coming back for. That's who he coming for.
Right. And so surely we're gonna have to break down that one day.
Oh, good Lord, I lived it.
Surely we're gonna have to tell them who their Lord and Savior is.
We are, because I used to wonder when I was a younger woman, when I would hear black women say, "Ain't no nigga gonna park his knees up under my table no more. Jesus is sitting at my table." I really didn't know what that meant. That it was because it would be a Jesus on the wall, and they really wasn't letting no more men in their house. Jesus has officially taken over the house. Ain't no more men allowed in the house.
My God.
You can meet them at the front door. You can't never come in. What you mean you gotta pee? Oh well, I got a yard. Go to men literally can't. Once that matriarch marries Jesus, no more men are allowed in the house.
Damn.
Like the fuck I've seen it too many times. Once the matriarch in the family, and she's usually had her children already, she's been married already. You see what I'm saying? So she's probably a widow, divorced, or separated, abandoned. She doesn't have children or has had children, and she's done with the man. She didn't take all she didn't took, and this is they saying, ain't no more niggas parking their knees under my table. That means ain't no more niggas getting fed at this table. This is Jesus' table.
Wow.
So trust me, when I say I grew up Muslim and Christian, I mean that shit. I heard it on both sides.
Who would want to compete with that?
You can't. You can't.
Oh my God, Salima.
And that's how most matriarchs are. I remember my aunts and them saying that seriously. If they were abandoned, divorced, or widow, and they were done with men, no more knees under their table. They not feed. They stop feeding all men. If it wasn't their brother or family member, you can't come in. Cause that's my rule now. At 50, it's a lot of men coming in and out my house, but they all family. Like it ain't nothing but my sons, my brother, his sons, my sister's sons. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So those are the men coming in and out of my house. There are no neighborhood men that could come in my house. You can't come and sleep in my bed. You got to go find a bed for us to get in. But you can't bring your man energy and put it in my bed. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
Because, right, in our reality, yeah, I might be practicing abstinence, but at some point I might want me some. You can't come with your black dick in my bed. You got to go find somewhere else for us to be so I can come home and get that black energy off of me.
Hopefully with a hot tub.
What you say? And I love it. I love it. But you cannot, black men cannot get in my, and I understand now that energy that you don't want, that black men have. Like you really don't even want that energy in your home. And I don't mean to disparage the men. It is not out of disrespect because the women, the black women have it too. And you'll find they have a certain energy. It'll be a certain type of mental energy that almost is repugnant to you. They'll have a soul energy that's almost dead. Like you, like damn, do this person even got a soul? You really got to be leery of them because soulless people have no morality. They don't have that moral foundation.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So you dealing with people who are lacking mentally, physically, and soulfully. And the only thing they probably got for you is sex because the sex is the only thing that's elevated, hyper push, hyper adulterated in this realm because it helps feed that beast faster. So a lot of times when you're dealing with black people, all they have is sex for you. All they have is sex for you because it's easy to tear apart their education. It's easy to tear apart their spiritual education. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's basically, yeah. Without being too horrible about it, you just sleep with black people just to get off, really. Sorry, because there's nothing there. There's nothing there. When they have, and some people might look at me and be like, well, like, damn, bitch, you ain't got shit. But let me tell you something. I talk to lawyers, doctors, teachers. I'm a homeschooler. I sit in rooms. I mean, I travel and talk to these people from all over the world. And you know why there's a problem with education?
Why?
Because they've all been educated by the same educational system, talking about that they can produce different ideas to make it better for children, and they haven't done it yet in the last 200 years. And these are all lawyers, doctors, nurses, teachers, and then homeschoolers like me step in and tell them the answer. And you know what? They can't do it because it would take them out, one, of the financial system of the beast. It would take them out of their luxury, their convenience, and their comfort, and their drudgery. Because our system has gotten used to complaining about the school system.
Right.
Our people are used to complaining about the school system. They don't want to do anything about it. They just want to complain about it. So we're dealing with like really brain dead people, like I said, and I know I know that's a really hard truth, but I mean, like, I can get in the room with the best of them. I am that confident in my knowledge I have acquired. You see, so when we're talking about these issues on the platform, it's all good, but we have to realize that those people, I'm not trying to reach those people. You can't reach those people. Why? Because they do good in this system. They work for their luxury. They work for their comfort, and they work for their convenience. That's not who I'm talking to. I'm talking to the people that are just about to creep into that reality that, oh shit, this ain't real. Where do I go next? Who got the real information? Who got the knowledge? Where do I learn how to heal myself? Where do I learn how to educate myself? Where do I learn how to build up my soul? You see, so those the people that we attract, that are drawn to us. And I'm all right with that. Because I'm sure after what I said tonight, after this goes live, it's going to be a lot of black people going to be like, we don't like that lady.
Oh my God.
But I mean, I have to give you the truth because
Your honesty.
this world is pimping us. If you think women are being pimped like men by men, this realm is pimping our men too. They willing to sell themselves to the highest bidder to get from under any type of stress at about this time. So yeah, I'm going after everybody, and I'm really going after black people because they're in the trenches. They're the fence. Black people are the fence, and that pool of 85, you have those that have this knowledge. And that pool of 85% that the beast have, I would say you have a good majority of them that have this knowledge. Now, what they're lacking is trust, courage, and accountability with the knowledge. You have to trust it, you have to have courage, and you have to have accountability. Because once you do those three, then you could do the fourth, which is utilize the knowledge.
That's awesome.
Because this knowledge takes courage. This knowledge, you can have this courage, you can have this knowledge all day long. It ain't gonna mean shit if you ain't gonna use it. That means the person who steps out on this knowledge has to have courage. They have to have strength. And they have to understand that even though they don't see everything they need to fulfill their journey or whatever they think their path is, once they have this knowledge, they're going to start understanding that everything they need along their path and journey is the multiverse is going to send it to you. It's going to give it to you because you're going to attract it. I was just thinking about how can I teach more people? Because I could see the chaos coming. And I didn't want to be one of those people always going on other people's platforms like, you're lying to our people. Like, no, that's not what I want to do. I wanted to have a voice to say, I have this knowledge to offer. It's up to you to decide whether or not this knowledge is vital. And then if you decide that it's vital, then we can take it to the next step and actually utilize the knowledge. Because there's a lot of great things being said across these platforms, but how many of us actually know how to utilize what we're being taught and what we've heard? And a lot of us don't know how to do that. I like that background. That was sweet.
Oh yeah, it didn't show up on my side. There you go. Okay, yeah, you know who that is.
That's yes.
Yes, yes, yes. Listen, this is more than I bargained for, and it's always like that with you. And all I want to say, like, hey, let's give the people some true, genuine information. Like we don't have no title, we don't have no PowerPoint, we don't have no plan, and sometimes it be like that. And during those times, it's when you're gonna get your best shit from Salima. I promise you. I promise you. When I text you that this was the point, let's get together let's just reveal some truths for the hell of it. And then we're also working on some things that's planned that you are going to see that's targeted towards what we want to convey. But tonight, there was no conveyance here. There was no plan, except that we're going to go on and have a conversation and allow you to be privy to it because we did it plan it. And that's what's genuine about it. And that's how you can see uh, truth showing up in your area because it wasn't planned, because it wasn't talked about, because it wasn't, nobody said, hey, you got any that truth on you? Yeah, we didn't do that. We just hit record and then we have a conversation, a spiritual conversation from ascending individual to ascending individual and let you know the differentialities of what we're going through. And that's what you caught tonight. You caught Salima raw. Okay? Truthfully raw, which is what you want, I would assume. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. And so, and we didn't even have to spend a whole bunch of time on this because she covered so many hell fuck points. And you know this. I'm like, damn, what? We could go on and light your ass up, but we don't have to do that because we have planned shit for you that we want you to know and see. This was just a hey, let's just give something to the people because all truths are good truth. All truth line up above religion and above all your motherfucking shit, factual shit, yo, hologram ass shit. We just tell truth. We just talk truth.
That's all I could do.
Yeah. And you did
It's
a
just a
hell
talk.
of a motherfucking job. So believe me, trust me, some of the shit that she say, I don't fucking know. I don't. But I trust because it makes sense. And if I get my eureka moment in them, then it's all good. And that's what we did tonight. Gave you a fucking freebie.
Good, free, and delicious. And we fed you good.
And don't doubt that we're coming back with the fucking prime rib, the creme de la creme. Okay?
That's right. And it was delicious. Y'all got some good tender vittles tonight.
I can't wait to get this going and post it to my channel.
Oh my God. I hope you edit some of that. I talk so much fucking trash in this video.
I won't be able to find it. I'll try. I promise you everything you said was good.
All right. Well, as always, guys, I will leave the editing up to you. I trust your judgment. Because a couple of times I know we said some wild shit, and I looked and I watched the video. I was like, "Oh, she did cut that out." It's like, oh.
We're gonna see. I'm gonna watch the whole thing before I post it. But
okay,
man, it was some good gems in there.
All right. I'm glad you enjoyed it for sure. But
always.
Hey, I wanted to let you know that I did DM the Baba Calloway.
Oh, for real?
Did you get to watch the video?
No, I don't see that you sent me one today, and I've been checking my messages.
Yeah, it's the Treasures of Turtle Island. Yeah, Dave Calloway.
Okay, so I do see something going on here.
Okay, that video I think. It's gonna back up the PowerPoint.
Okay.
It look like Indian statues. It should say the hidden treasures of Turtle Island.
You know I gotta wait for this phone.
Okay.
Slow, and I be hitting, man. I be swiping. It seems like, oh damn, you swiped too much. So now we gotta take a 5 minute break. Hold on. I see
Right.
the
Oh my goodness.
no. Can you see this? Wait.
Hold
Hold
on. Let
on.
me turn my phone.
No, look. You see it? Messenger app isn't responding.
Get out of here. Yeah, I see it.
Okay. So this happens all the damn time. So
Right.
I
That's what
am
you
going
was telling me.
to, yeah. I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you on another tip tomorrow or sometime. That's not on this
Okay.
tip at all. More so on the phone tip. But yeah,
Okay.
thank you for giving me this editing ass video and I'm gonna probably do some creative ass shit with it because I haven't been doing none of that lately. I'm probably gonna
Right.
do it like an intro and all kinds of shit on this one.
Like I said,
I
guys, I
sort
trust
of
you with the
listen,
editing.
listen. I sort of didn't want to make that rap with us on the last video, like with the poem I read and the poem you read. But I figured,
Yeah.
why the hell fuck not?
I like
Who
it.
cares? Who cares what it is? Did you get the ism?
Right.
Yeah, like I'm not pleasing, I'm not pleasing certain motherfuckers. Did you get what I said? Did you get what Salima said about the isms? If you did,
Man,
you're good. The ones that
I
didn't
had
get
so
it,
many people, and they hit me up like, "Damn, Salima." I was like, "Look, this shit is real. This shit
listen,
is real. I can't wait." So on the next live we do for your show, let's do the poems again.
yes, yeah, we can always do that, and we can do it professionally. I wasn't trying to be professional. I was trying to let you know. Did you hear what I said in my poetry? And did you hear what Salima said in her poetry? I
Right,
don't give a fuck if you fucked up in a word or none of that shit. Did you hear what the hell fuck she said? That's what I was on, and that's why I text you and say, hey, are you good with this? I know it had flaws in my portion and whatever,
right.
but the home point was always there. And I was hoping that you would see that and say, yeah,
I
run it.
love it. Like I said, I loved it.
Good. I did too. I did too. I said, okay,
Okay,
here we are. Here we are. And we can do like, yeah, if we wanted to, we can do way more shit like that.
okay.
Way more. All the
I think
time.
I
We
like it
always
because it's
we
something
always pimping something. We always pimping something.
right, and I love it that it's different from the Bobbers. The way the way they do their intros and stuff too.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. When it comes down to us to do something for real professional, then it'll be just that. Otherwise than that, whatever we say, whatever we're doing right here, right now, somebody need to get with it because it's truth. It's truth.
Yeah, yeah.
And if you
Facts.
don't want to get with truth, then don't be on my channel.
I
Don't
know
come.
that's right.
Yeah, I be watching my subscribers go from um 780 to 770.
It's going
That
up, guys, and the videos are
it
doing
do,
good.
but I saw some that like went down, and I'm saying okay, because that's how it's supposed to be. After you watch me and watch me and watch me, and you get a better rendition of who I am, then some people just can't get with that. And those are the ones that I want to remove yourself and beat it. I'm not looking for, I don't have to have subscribers. My channel is gonna be up because I like doing what the fuck I do.
Right. I think of them as students. I'll be like, which students came to class today? Like, which of our
Okay.
students decided to come and learn
Yeah.
today?
Yes. Yes. So I'm gonna always continue to put shit up, and I'm always gonna be challenging the system. And whenever they're done with me, then I'll be back in some other fucking form, bitches.
I know they like that number 4 video of the OA open air penal colony.
Is that right?
It went past number 3. And I'm
Oh,
not sure if that's because of Joy drawing that you put up there.
hey, there are certain things that make certain people click on shit. But at
That's
this point,
true.
I'm like, if you're not sharing because you like the message or whatever, then pretty much I'm doing this because this is what I like to do. This is what I'm dedicated to doing. And my reason for being here as the messenger who's just bringing you the hell fuck gems that I found by going through my life. So if you like them, you like them. If you don't, you don't.
Right. Right. And that's all you could do. I mean, we
Yeah,
ain't supposed to like everything everybody else like. We supposed to have our own individuality.
that's all I'm
But at
saying.
the same token, I know whatever you've been putting out, I know it resonates with me. Like you say, you either
Right.
like it or you like it or you don't.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm glad. I'm so glad it resonates with you. And
Oh, it
everything
does.
too resonates with me, and that's why I'm more than glad to have you as a contributor on Yahsinni in the house.
Well, I just
Yeah,
hope that you find the work that I do valuable and continue to I want to continue to add value
of course,
and
of course.
knowledge and just that's all. Just let me be the investment that you thought I was worth. I just want to fulfill
Absolutely.
that.
You've already exceeded that.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, yeah. And I
Yeah,
feel like
I'm
it
proud of what we do together.
that's the best part. I am proud of what we build, construct, everything we do together is just beautiful.
It
I,
is. I'm
I'm
gonna see how they're gonna dig into this one because this is, to me, one of the more honest, laid back, just straight truth. No topic, no nothing. Just get it raw.
yeah,
Get it like
yeah. I think
this.
we talked
Get it
about a
like
little
this.
bit of everything.
If they like shit like this, then we'll be doing more
Okay,
of this a lot, along with other research material. But this kind of
right.
shit, we could just say, hey, let's. I mean, we could have did it live.
Well, I like
Or,
doing the freestyle with you because I don't know how to do freestyle that good on my own, but you know how to like steer me so
hmm
I won't get stagnant per se. So
Yeah, I'm
I
gonna see
love
what
doing
happens.
it.
I'm gonna see what happens, and then I'm gonna see about like getting more people involved on our platform, which can
Yes.
easily be done. But I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I've been distracted, and not totally distracted, but somewhat distracted. And if I ever, if I ever get back on solid ground like I should be with my YouTube channel, then it's all good. It's gonna be all good.
Okay.
I promise you.
Well, I don't think
But
you're distracted. I think something
I'm
else is
solidly
pulling you.
distracted because I'm gonna eventually finish a book this year at some point. But I haven't. I really haven't said what's what on that. Like when I'm gonna stop here, and go here for like 2-3 months and shit.
Okay.
But right now, I like what we're doing. I like what we're doing a lot right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, just let me know anytime you want to do some deeper research. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. We can
I
get
don't
together.
mind going
Sure.
deep to make sure that we're putting out the right knowledge for our people.
Oh, absolutely. We're doing that. Absolutely. We should be able to see in this video, as a matter of fact. So let's sign off
Okay.
and get to what we was on, which is a PowerPoint presentation that's going to be coming up this weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm glad that you took this time and chatted with me for a couple hours today to just like get something post worthy and the good shit up there, because there's good shit all throughout this video that we did today. I know for a fact. And so yeah, yeah, they'll see us this weekend. Live.
Okay.
Peace and love, goddess.
Peace and love, goddess. You have a great evening. I'll talk to you soon.
Absolutely. Absolutely.